presents Top 20 Best Dinosaur Games You Need to Play. We've battled dozens of things in games, from zombies to aliens, but dinosaurs have consistently presented some of the biggest threats. Here are 20 games that use them in the best possible ways. Please note that this list also consists of unreleased titles that are shaping up to be spectacular games. Ark Survival Evolved. Ark Survival Evolved has finally given us the dinosaur game we always wanted. You start out with nothing and must gather supplies, build weapons, and form a settlement to make your mark on the world. Fighting the game's dinosaurs is incredibly exciting, and it gets even better when you make a saddle and slap it on a pterodactyl. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Walking up to one of Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon's titular beasts was always a thrilling experience. They could rip you apart with a single swipe or shoot lasers out of their gaping jaws. They roamed the wilds, pouncing on anything that moved and were a constant threat, even when you were armed to the teeth. Dino Crisis. A lot of the games on this list don't highlight one feature of dinosaurs. If they were to coexist with us, we would be constantly terrified for our survival. Capcom's Dino Crisis was a survival horror game that made your heart leap out of your chest every time one of the streamlined reptiles rounded a corner. Jurassic Park from Sega. Pixel art ages incredibly well, and Jurassic Park still looks great. Working through the plot of the film, you try to survive charging T-Rexes, angry Triceratops, and bounding through the park is still tons of fun. Yoshi games. Yoshi has been a staple of the Mario series since his first appearance in Super Mario World. Little green dinosaur packs a punch in his own games. He usually spends his time protecting a baby Mario, chucking eggs at mischievous enemies, and constantly butting heads with baby Bowser. Turok series. When someone is proclaimed a dinosaur hunter, you know that they're serious about their profession. When it first appeared on the N64, it took off as a cult hit. Running around brutally killing dinosaurs was something everyone could get behind. Primal Carnage. Primal Carnage is a class-based multiplayer game where you choose a side or do your best to wipe out your attackers. You can choose to zip around as a raptor or chew through the scenery as a triceratops, and if playing as a prehistoric animal gets a little boring, you can switch sides, pick up a gun, and try your hand at seeing how humans would fare if dinosaurs returned. Lego Jurassic World. Jurassic Park set the bar for how dinosaurs are depicted in media, and Jurassic World brought the series back to the silver screen. LEGO hailed the franchise's return by releasing an accompanying game. It really captured the nature of the movies, and it was really fun to run around as not only classic characters, but creatures as well. Monster Hunter series. Monster Hunter has always been about building up your armory so you can take down bigger and bigger beasties. The series' host of colossal beasts are some of the most terrifying and imposing enemies in gaming. They might not be dinosaurs in the truest sense, but they more than make up for that with their ferocity. Skylanders. This toys-to-life beat-em-up has a very diverse cast of characters, a lot of them very dinosaur-like. It got even crazier when Swamp Force was released. It marked one of the first times we saw a dino on top and Strange Lion Man on bottom. The colorful, kid-friendly material also gives the game a much different cadence than the other games on this list. Star Fox Adventures. After years away, Star Fox finally returned to consoles in 2002, but in a very different form. Fox landed on a mysterious planet inhabited by dinosaurs and proceeded to pummel his enemies with a staff. It was a very strange entry in the series, but that didn't make it bad. Orion Prelude. Orion Prelude pits players against a seemingly endless horde of dinosaurs. It arms you with heavy artillery and tasks you with bringing down your snarling enemies using whatever means you have at your disposal. No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky could be the ultimate open-world game. You can soar through the stars, discover new planets, and even name the flora and fauna you happen upon. This means you'll be able to land on a new planet, find dinosaurs lumbering through a grassy plain, and either name it and leave it to its own devices or kill it for resources. Horizon Zero Dawn. Wandering through a vast open world, replete with mechanical dinosaurs and various other metallic beasts is exciting. We've seen the game's protagonist go toe-to-toe with a towering machine that looks very much like a T-Rex. She fires arrows at its armored hide, chipping off pieces and piercing the soft tissue below. Hopefully, Horizon Zero Dawn is as epic and hectic as it appeared. Time Machine VR. VR is all about immersion, and Time Machine VR lets players freely explore a fully realized prehistoric world. It's like flying through Jurassic Park, without the constant sense of danger. Primal Rage Series. The entire series is one big over-the-top experience, and it even plays very well to boot. Most dinosaur games try to capture the terror of the colossal reptiles, and Primal Rage's goofy approach is a breath of fresh air. The Hunter, Primal. A dinosaurs-ridden world is apparently the perfect setting for a survival game, because there are a dime a dozen these days. The Hunter Primal is yet another entry in this niche genre that sets out to be the most realistic dinosaur simulator ever. Like other survival games, you scour the land for materials, build up bases, and craft weapons. Jurassic Park, Operation Genesis. Building your own Jurassic Park seemed like a dream come true when Jurassic Park Operation Genesis was released in 2003. Deciding where to put T-Rexes, the Raptors, and the other dinos so they wouldn't eat the visitors was clever fun, and was a rare example of a good use of a license. The Isle. Entering Steam Early Access at the end of 2015, The Isle throws players into a prehistoric world where they pick a dinosaur and try to survive in the dangerous, monster-infested landscape. Dashing through the grass, sneaking up on a helpless herbivore, and sinking your teeth into it is a really unique experience that lets players really immerse themselves in the world. Dino D-Day. Have you ever thought that playing through World War II was getting a little boring? Then why not add some dinosaurs? Dino D-Day is a multiplayer game set in the middle of one of the worst wars in history, and it adds rampaging, cyber-enhanced dinosaurs to the mix for good measure. And if you like what we're doing, go ahead and click that subscribe button. See you soon.
Hope you guys liked this video. Remember to leave likes, comments, subscribe, and comment what we would have next. Peace out.